Welcome to Make It Take It. I'm DC. If you're interested in sports betting, subscribe below. I review the games that I bet for the day, and I keep a record of that right in the description. Had a day I was waiting for yesterday, a 3-0 day to break out of that slump. I had the Phillies Mets over. I had the Nerfy in the Miami game and the Nerfy in the Seattle game. You can watch that video if you want. I'll link it in the description below as well if you want to go back and see it and see why I took those games, some of the other things that I might have been talking about. And I like to keep everything documented and easy to find. Throw a like to this video, hit that thumbs up button so I can reach more people. Anybody who wants to work out games in the comments, we've been doing that a lot lately, and I like to see it. Not many games today, it's a Monday, but I like these matchups better than I liked last series. I said a few times I didn't like the last matchups, and it showed in my picks because they weren't coming out in the beginning of these series. Got redemption yesterday, but the Mets blew that game against the Phillies. I like them to come back at home today and have a strong game with Verlander on the mound. Verlander hasn't been Verlandering because he's 2-4 and he has a 4-something ERA. So it's not the Verlander we're used to seeing in a new environment. But I think he comes back strong today. If you look at his pitch history, he's given up 1 run, then the next game 6 runs, then 1 run, then 4 runs, then 1 run, then 4 runs. It's like every other game he has a bounce back. Great game, gives up 4 or 5 runs. Great game, 4 or 5 runs. Last game he gave up 4 runs. So it's time for that pattern. Man, not just for the pattern though. I just think he's going to pitch well and they'll be on point. They have to be let down after that loss they had yesterday against the Phillies. So I'm going Mets on the run line and on the money line. I do that because when the lines get over like 250, I don't like to lay that much on the money line. And it's also, to me, I mean, other people do this. I don't think it's fair to keep wins, losses, to say like you have a win if you take like a minus 250 money line. They don't always come out, no, but it's just, I take the run line and the money line because you don't have to lay as much money and you actually win more money if they cover that run line because you had it backed up with the run line. Also, if they only win by 1 run and you lose the run line, you can most of the time about break even because you had it backed up with the money line. So I explain that every now and then if that makes sense because I also like another big favorite today in Seattle and Castillo, 4-6 this year, but he has a 2-something ERA. So he's pitching really well and they've lost the last 4 that he's pitched. So I think it's time for Castillo to get a win over the visiting Washington today, traveling across the country. So I'm probably going to parlay the Mets Seattle or something like that. Instead of taking the money lines, the big money lines like that, I'll do like a parlay, Mets Seattle, both big favorites, get a good number on a money line like that. And I'm considering the Detroit Texas over. Detroit, they're better against lefties than they are against righties the last couple of years. It's just how it is. And Texas hasn't gone over in 4. And I like to look for times to take Texas overs anyway. Hey, Milo, come on in here. Let us know. And I'm holding off on that for now. So right now it's going to be the Mets run line. Mets Seattle parlay. Maybe just the Mets straight too. They're my plays so far. Milo wanted to come in. Phillies ain't playing today, but he wanted to tell you about some stuff that happened yesterday. So what happened yesterday?
Well, I know they had lead 1-0. They were down 2-1. They tied it 2-2. They were down 3-2. They were down 4-2. They were down 4-3. They were down 6-3. But they came back and won 7-6 in the same inning, all in the bottom of the 8th inning.
That was amazing. What about all them guys getting hit by pitch and everything?
Yeah, and walks and stuff.
Yeah, Mets gave that up, didn't they?
Yeah.
They just gave that game to the Phillies.
Yeah.
Phillies aren't playing today. What do you think's going on?
Well, I think it's all because the Cubs have to travel all the way from London.
I don't tell him this stuff. He just knows. Good analysis, Milo. So do you have any picks today since the Phillies aren't playing? You like anybody?
Today I want to take the Angels.
You do like the Angels. Okay, you're going to throw an Angels game in. This is monumental, Milo. A non-Phillies pick. Going to go with Mike Trout. Boy, my plays for today are the Mets run line and the Mets Seattle. Thank you for watching. Good luck today.